So AIs need to start moving here. They need to start acquiring cities because England has... I mean, I think England's going to pull away within the next 20 turns, so we need to see a lot more cities start to drop if they're going to have a chance to kind of catch up to Elizabeth. And we might see potentially something interesting from the Polish coalition that formed up between the Venetians and the Celtic. We'll see. I do see a few units from the Celts being sent over towards Warsaw. I don't know if this is the best composition for a naval/land invasion, but we'll see. The one thing that Poland is kind of in an unfortunate spot here for is that they have only a few ranged units and really kind of no boats. I mean, these boats are going to get destroyed pretty fast. So they're not really well defended, as well as it's really, really difficult. I never realized how many rivers are inside of this island. This is really weird. But yes, and we also might see Venice contribute something, but that's the thing. If Venice contributes something, then I have no doubt that Warsaw will fall. But if it's just the Celts, then yeah, this is going to be bad. I think that we're going to see a pretty large chunk of the Celtic fleets fall here, which is really, really concerning because as England continues to push down south, which it seems like what they're going to do, they're going to try to go to war with Spain or Rome soon. You know, the Celts need to be prepared for that. They're going to be fighting the toughest foe they faced all game. And right now, I mean, England's unstoppable. With those ship of the lines, they will be able to do practically whatever they want. We also have quite a few wars going on against Polynesia, but it seems like they're doing fine for now. Okay, so the first Celtic ships are attacking the first Polish ships. Venice is not even trying anything here, even though they have 2 frigates. Ethiopia has stayed around. They've stayed alive. And America not doing anything against Polynesia, but there are a few battles going on out here in between these two nations. Korea not trying much either. Well, their turtle ships can't go into the deep sea, so that's a big problem. But if they get open borders through Carthage, they could actually get towards Honolulu. At least it'd be possible. Is there anyone else at war with Ethiopia? I know for a while there they've been struggling. I think we'll probably see I'm willing to predict we're going to see another English war within this video. I wouldn't be surprised. However, it's going to be a little bit more interesting, especially if they do decide to go to war with Spain. Spain's got a lot of units in here. But, obviously, England could probably do it entirely through their navy, but they're going to need to make sure that their AI is on point. They need to make sure that they have a naval unit there to melee hit the Madrid, and they need to obviously use all of their ship of the lines if they're going to be able to do this without any sort of support from land. Elizabeth, there you go. So we just got word from the spy that Elizabeth is plotting against both Spain and Rome. That's exactly who I figured. Probably, I still think it'd be tough. Now, luckily for England, Madrid is, I think, from their position, because Paris is right here to the north, Madrid is pretty easy to take. I think it wouldn't be as difficult. Rome is a little bit different. Rome is a bit more complicated. Although this is open terrain, it's actually not that complicated. They can get 2 melee attacks from both sides. It might even be a little bit easier. But because there's land masses to the north, I mean, the AI is going to have trouble maneuvering their ship of the lines around these islands to get to the perfect spot to attack Rome. But Rome's in a good spot too, where they also have units to defend themselves. Because when France fell, they had nothing. They had nothing to defend themselves, so it wasn't that big of a surprise. The only thing that was keeping France alive was AI mistakes. Oh, when did the Zulu get up this city? They must have gotten it up pretty recently. Yeah, so it was just mistakes. Wow, Venice, you are not contributing anything right now, even though you could probably really set the tone. They could probably really change the course of this war. Right now, the Celts are probably going to lose 2 or 3 ships, and then they're going to have to fall back. I imagine. I guess they could plunder a few cargo ships, which they might. Now, the Celts are bringing over more land units, but like I said, I mean, there's really not that much to land in on this Polish island, as well as even if you land units, they better all be ranged because you do not want to get the attacking across the river penalty. Melee attack. You don't want to deal with that. Russia has denounced Polynesia. America's still not doing anything. Ooh, never mind. I apologize, Washington. I didn't mean to call you out there. India also at war with Poland. Ooh, so the Celts just declared 2 additional wars while they're already at war with Poland, which they probably weren't going to be successful with either way. So the Saudis are somewhat close. Yeah, they are. The Saudis are close to the Celts. Persia trying something against the Saudis. We have Inca also. So you're talking about, I mean, the Inca are not too far away. Why would you do that? Why would you declare a war like that? And that was them declaring 2 of those wars. So they just declared 3 wars in the last, like, 3 turns. I mean, I guess they're trying. Maybe they realized the threat. Oh, so the Arabian-Persian War just started up. That's why. I was like, I don't remember that war. I was like, I don't really remember that war occurring. But yeah, no, it just popped up right now. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen here. I saw them send over a few units. I believe the Indian-Siamese War is also still occurring, but India's not willing to try anything here. They are the sleeping giants so far. I think they still have the #1 military, but I'm not 100%. England might have passed them up as time's gone by. Ooh, look at Japan. There we go. Look at those privateers. So Japan doesn't even need to be successful in a war. All they need to do is go after a country with a whole bunch of naval units and just attack all those naval units. With all these privateers, they will. I'm willing to bet they could potentially double their navy's size if they don't waste their time going after the siege of a city. Obviously, if they try to siege a city with only melee units, they're going to have a bad time. Elizabeth's now plotting against Brazil. Is that it? Yes, that is it. Oh, so is England going after Polynesia? Is that what's happening? Or are these being popped? I have no idea. Okay, here goes the Netherlands again. Oh my gosh, and this actually might be the best attempt any AI's had since the very beginning. St. Petersburg, I believe, has gotten into the red in the past. Obviously, Russia's going to have a turn to defend themselves, but you're talking about 3 of the Dutch's most powerful unique ships. These sea beggars are really, really strong, and I have definitely underestimated them. I should have talked about them a lot earlier in this campaign. Wow, they sent them all the way over from like the corner of the map. They have really been making a journey here. Now the Netherlands have no one there for supports, and I don't think, is Syria still at war with Russia? I can't remember. Korea and Brazil has broken out into war. But they don't border each other, so yes. So there's the Russian defense. Oh, actually, Russia did quite a lot of damage. So they might fall short again, just slightly. It looks like they might fall just slightly short. Boom! That is what I was thinking. Now that was what was that? That was Japanese. That was the Japanese declaring war on the Koreans. So they actually might be able to steal away a few turtle ships themselves. They can steal away those turtle ships. This is a very interesting time in this campaign. Wow. Okay, so the wars are really starting to go crazy here. There's a lot of crazy wars. Oh, and actually Arabia is attacking the Celts right now. Okay, so the Ottomans and the Carthaginians, they don't border each other. I don't believe. Whoa! What is happening here as well? Okay, so there's a lot of wars going on all over the map. I'm just going to need to try to keep my memory skills in order on top of their game, because there's all sorts of different wars and there's just all sorts of different countries a part of this campaign. I do want to see what Japan's going to do. See, if they try to invade the Korean capital, I don't think they're going to be successful in that sense. They just need to try to attack ships. That might not have been the best move for Japan. I would have gone to war with just somebody that has a massive fleet out here in this ocean. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about the city. Just try to take as much ships away to double your navy. They could have done that. Okay, so Brazil is fighting off Korea as best they can. Oh, so that's why I thought. I keep forgetting. So I need to look more carefully at some of these wars, because I look at like where their capitals are and I'm like, I just disregard them if they're on the opposite ends of the map. I forget that, everyone is all over the place in this map. Ooh, boom. We have India with the first ideology of autocracy. Smart choice. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this world dominated by autocracy nations. So we have Carthage and Japan. Carthage and Japan. Let's see. So that's actually a little bit close, but the problem with that is, boom, 2 more nations piecing out with Catherine. It's about time. So yeah, St. Petersburg once again has defended themselves from the oncoming siege. Yeah, this is definitely going to mess up the Japanese AI. Because now they're going to be like, oh, I want Carthage. Oh, I want Korea. I want Carthage. I want Korea. It's going to go back and forth. The Celts have peaced out with Poland. I guess nothing happened there, which was probably a pretty smart choice because the Celts did some messed up things. They went after the Inca. The Saudis are now going after them. Actually, they're not doing too bad either. The Saudis could try something. I mean, Thebes has actual tiles in this island, and it's open terrain. You land enough units on the island of Thebes, you might be pretty successful, potentially. Did we just see a peace deal between, yes, Polynesia and Brazil? As well as, boom, sweet. Okay, so finally we're seeing the end of this Russian wars. These Russian wars is finally coming to a close. I think there's still quite a bit of troops. Don't get me wrong. There's probably still quite a bit of troops, but let's see what Brazil does here. If this might be really bad, Brazil might be kicked off of this island, which would give a significant amount of control back to Korea, at least when it comes to this island. They do border Byzantium, but still. Okay, so let's see how Korea is going to do. They can only get one turtle ship to attack, I think, right now. They've got a fresh one in Busan here, or Busan, most literate people. So we should be seeing very soon Portugal, William, and the Mayans, as well as Darius from Persia, all getting their own ideologies. And I'm very curious to see if we are going to, in fact, have this kind of autocracy world that I've predicted, just because, you know, it's a domination-only game. What do you expect? Yes. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel so much happier. I think a lot of these civs were not going to war because they felt like they were already at war with the strong power of Russia. I've talked about that several times, so that's good. This is very nice. It took them damn long enough. Is there anything else that's happening? Is Japan has kind of stopped a little bit? I don't even know where their privateers went. Did you steal away any ships? It doesn't look like it. America, have you tried anything? Here goes Songhai going after Tonga. They don't have any ranged boats, though. And then actually, Tonga's really well defended with 3 crossbowmen, as well as obviously the bombardment from Tonga itself. They're pretty well defended. We have Greece, and we talked about that. Carthage piecing out. I think we should see the complete end of the Russian coalition by about 10 turns. I'd give about another 10 turns before everyone pieces out with Russia. This will also allow Russia to do more things. Now, Russia's well defended. Again, you know, England might be really powerful, but they're now coming across, you know, because they've destroyed a lot of the nations, they're going to be approaching slowly a lot of countries that have been really well defended. You know, like, I don't even know if England could take over Russia. I know that I don't think England could take over Brazil, but it doesn't look like really Elizabeth is plotting against Catherine at all. She's plotting against Spain and Rome. She has been building up a bigger and bigger navy. I'm seeing more ship of the lines than ever before, as well as, you know, she has, of course, her longbowmen, which are really, really good units, especially in a scenario like this. Polynesia and Korea piecing out. So at least the AI is going to war. The problem is that I don't think the technology is completely there yet for them to be able to dominate in terms of like naval battles and stuff like that. I don't think they're able to completely dominate in this sense. Oh man, when artillery comes into play, this is going to be crazy. Okay, so will this turtle ship be able to destroy this Brazilian city? This is pretty much their last chance. If they don't do it here, then Brazil will be able to keep this city, I think. Who is this? This is an Arabian caravel. There's a frigate on the other side of the map. Boom, they didn't take it, so that means that more than likely Brazil is going to be able to keep their hold over this island. We do have a few skirmishes going on out here and all over the place. It's not even going on in a few places. Like, it's going on all over the place. A lot of people getting their fleets destroyed. Korea is looking significantly weaker now than ever before. I mean, they were fighting several different nations, though, at the same time. So I guess that explains some things. What was Ethiopia at war with? I don't remember anyone else that was at war with Ethiopia. I did forget about Osaka here. Boom! Finally the Zulu go to war, but that is the Aztecs going to war with the Zulu. Let's check if the Aztecs are any closer than we think. No, they're not. They're not that close. I mean, it would be I think a very smart move to go offense. Oh, actually, the Americans are finally sending over a small a small fleet, and Tonga would be a really nice city to acquire here. Boom, an ironclad. That's our first ironclad that we've seen, I think. Yeah, because Maria is ahead in technology. I think that's one of the issues. We need to get higher in technology. The AI is having some difficulties when taking cities because the boats really aren't entirely there yet. Obviously, the AIs that have built a lot of numbers, built a lot of boats, then they've been having success. Like the Celts, for instance. If you've just been spamming the weaker boats, then that's fine. But a lot of nations aren't. So that means that they need to acquire more technology. They need to get to battleships and destroyers, which are going to be a big, big deal. That is another reason why I do need to cover oil. Battleships will require oil. Boom. Oh, several ironclads. Oh my gosh. Portugal's going to get this done. Yeah, they're going to get this done. Oh my goodness. It's about damn time. Holy crap. Okay. We have also 2 American range units. We have a Gatling gun landing. Ooh. That'll be very close. We might see 2 cities drop in the same region. Now, I'm not sure when Portugal goes. I think Ethiopia has to process their turn first. Are the Aztecs moving towards the Zulu territory? No, they're not. They're not moving towards Zulu territory. All right, let's check in on here. Still haven't seen any sort of... Here goes Polynesia's defense. So they destroyed an embarked unit. Songhai did a lot of help to taking Tonga down. The Americans definitely owe Songhai. Boom, Ethiopia's lost their capital. They still have most of that powerful navy. If they're smart about this, if they let their ships heal, they'll be able to take this other Ethiopian city. And that will be a big swing. And that's something that, I'm not super stressed about. And I don't think I talked about it, but I was thinking about it. The AI, you'll be surprised at how quickly an AI can come back. Like look at Portugal, for instance. For this instance, it looks like they're gonna get 5 cities, and they were at 3 for a while there. There's a lot of nations all throughout this world that are like at about 3-4 cities. Them just like completely toppling an empire and grabbing 3 to 4 cities could really shift the tide, really shift this game at any moment. So we'll have to wait and see. Here goes Portugal. Are they going to heal? They got to heal their ships. Why are you heading down south? I don't know why you're heading down south. Also, I don't know what America has done. Are they doing... Have you given up? Yeah, we'll have to see if Portugal actually does take this city. They're at 4. Oh, boom. Yeah, so America's going to take over Tonga. And Polynesia will be down to 3 cities, I believe. Yeah, Japan and Korea have pretty much practically destroyed themselves, which what I want to know is what does this mean for the Japanese territory down south, down here in this very big, huge cluster. There's a huge cluster F going on, and will this leave them susceptible to an attack to other AIs? Well, other AIs think, hey, Japan's not looking that strong. Maybe I should go after them. It's possible. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.